Hello, welcome to English Story channel. Here, you will learn English through simple stories, useful tips, and easy practice. Start your journey today, improve step by step, and enjoy learning English with us. Part 1. The first step. Everyone wants to learn English, but not everyone starts. Many people only dream about it. They say, I wish I could speak English, or, I want to travel the world one day. But dreams do not come true without action. You can't be a hero from zero, but you can start now. The first step is always the hardest, but it is also the most important. Once you take that step, the road becomes easier. When you start something new, you often feel scared. Maybe you worry that English is too difficult. You see so many words, tenses, and grammar rules, and you feel lost. You think other people are smarter than you, or that they learn faster. But remember, everyone starts from zero. Every person you see speaking English today once said only, hello, and thank you. They became good because they didn't stop learning. You can do the same if you keep moving forward. Learning English is like planting a tree. You put a small seed in the ground, and at first, you don't see anything. Days pass, maybe weeks, and nothing seems to happen. But under the ground, the seed is growing roots. You just need to keep watering it. Then, one day, a small green leaf appears. That is the moment you realize your effort was worth it. English learning works in the same way. You may not see progress every day, but if you keep studying, you are growing. You don't need to study for 5 hours a day to learn English. Even 10 or 15 minutes can help if you do it every day. Try to make English a part of your daily life. Listen to one English song. Read one short article. Watch one short video with subtitles. Repeat what you hear. When you make English part of your day, it becomes natural. It stops being just a school subject and becomes something you live with. Sometimes you will make mistakes, and that's okay. Making mistakes means you are trying. Many learners feel shy when they speak because they are afraid of being wrong. But mistakes are not your enemy, they are your teacher. Every time you make a mistake, you learn something new. The only real mistake is being silent. Heroes don't wait for perfection. They act even when they are not ready. Imagine a baby learning to walk. The baby falls many times, but it always gets up and tries again. The baby never says, walking is too hard, I will stop. That baby is you, learning English. You might fall a few times, forget a word, say something wrong, but if you keep standing up, one day you will walk smoothly. You will speak English with confidence, and you will remember how far you came. Some people wait for the perfect time to start learning. They say, I will start when I finish school, or, I will study when I have more time. But there is no perfect time. Life is always busy. There will always be work, family, or problems. If you wait for the perfect moment, you will wait forever. The best time to start is now, even if it's just for 5 minutes a day. Every small effort adds up over time. Motivation is important, but discipline is stronger. You will not always feel excited to study, but if you make it a habit, you will still do it. Just like brushing your teeth, it becomes a normal part of your day. Try to study at the same time every day. Maybe in the morning before work, or in the evening before bed. When you keep a simple routine, your brain gets used to learning. Step by step, you will grow stronger. You can also find power in community. Join an online English group. Talk with other learners. Share your progress. When you see that other people also struggle, you will feel less alone. Learning together is easier than learning alone. You can ask questions, share funny mistakes, and celebrate small victories. Remember, heroes don't fight alone. They always have a team. If you ever feel like giving up, think about why you started. Do you want to travel? To study abroad? To get a better job? To understand songs and movies? Keep that dream in your heart. When you feel tired, look at your goal again and say, I can do this. Even if you move slowly, you are still moving forward. The only way to fail is to stop. Be kind to yourself during this journey. Some days you will do great, some days you will not. That's normal. Learning a language is not a straight line, it has ups and downs. But every day you try, you are becoming better than yesterday. Believe in small progress. 1 new word a day means 365 new words in a year. That's not small, that's powerful. You don't have to be perfect to start speaking. Just use what you know. Even if you can only say, my name is Anna, or, I like coffee, that's enough. Use your English whenever you can. Talk to yourself, write notes, think in English. The more you use it, the more natural it becomes. Don't wait to be ready. You learn faster by doing, not by waiting. So today, take your first step. Pick up your phone and listen to 1 English video. Learn 1 new word. Write 1 small sentence. Smile and say, I started. Because this is where your story begins. You can't be a hero from zero, but you can start now. And one day, you will look back and see that this small beginning changed everything. Part 2: Finding Your Power. When you start learning English, it can feel like you are standing at the bottom of a mountain. The top looks so far away, and you wonder if you will ever reach it. But remember, every person who speaks English today once stood where you are standing now. They were beginners too. The difference between them and the people who quit is not talent, it's effort. If you keep climbing, step by step, you will get there. The important thing is not to stop. Your real power is not your memory, not your grammar, and not your accent. Your power is your motivation. If you truly want to learn, you will find a way. Some people think they need expensive courses or native teachers to improve. Those things can help, but they are not the key. The key is to stay curious, to practice a little bit every day, and to believe that you can do it. Even small daily effort is stronger than 1 big lesson once a week. You can learn English from anything around you. Listen to songs you like and read the lyrics. Watch movies with subtitles. Follow English pages on social media. Read short news articles or simple stories. You don't have to understand every word, just try to get the main idea. When you see a new word, don't panic. Look it up, say it out loud, and use it in a sentence. That is how words become part of your memory. Think about how you learned your first language. You didn't study grammar first. You listened to people, repeated sounds, made mistakes, and slowly started to speak. You can do the same with English. The more you listen, the more your brain gets used to the rhythm and sound of the language. Don't worry if you don't understand everything at first. Understanding comes with time and practice. Be patient with yourself. You might feel weak sometimes. Maybe you forget words you learned last week, or you can't understand a conversation. That happens to everyone. It doesn't mean you are bad at learning, it means you are still learning. Every time you try, you get better, even if you don't notice it. Your brain is working, building connections, and preparing you for your next success. The most important thing is to keep going. Try to learn with your emotions, not just your mind. If you feel connected to what you learn, you remember it better. For example, if you like cooking, learn food words in English. If you love sports, watch short videos about your favorite team. When you enjoy what you learn, it doesn't feel like studying, it feels like living. Learning through your interests is a secret power that makes English easier and more fun. Another important power is confidence. Confidence is like your shield as a hero. It protects you from fear and doubt. At first, you might feel nervous when you speak English. You might think, what if I make a mistake? But mistakes are not the enemy. They are your teachers. Every mistake shows you what to improve. So speak, even if your English is not perfect. You don't have to sound like a native speaker, you just need to communicate. Remember that small wins matter. Maybe today you understand a short video, or someone understands you when you speak. Celebrate that. Say to yourself, I did it. These moments give you energy to continue. Success is not one big moment, it is many small steps that build up over time. Each time you try, you move one step closer to your goal. Every word you learn, every sentence you speak, makes you stronger. Sometimes you will not feel motivated. That's normal. Nobody feels excited all the time. On those days, don't quit. Do something simple, review old notes, listen to an English song, or repeat easy phrases. Even a small action keeps your learning alive. The worst thing you can do is stop completely. When you stop, your progress fades. When you keep going, even slowly, you stay on the path. If you have friends who also want to learn English, learn together. Practice speaking, share vocabulary, and correct each other kindly. Learning with others can be fun and less stressful. You can also find online groups where people chat in English. You don't have to speak perfectly. Everyone there is learning too. When you help others, you also help yourself. Teaching a word or explaining something in English makes your brain remember it longer. There will be days when you doubt yourself. You might think, I'll never be fluent. When that thought comes, stop and remember your progress. Think about where you started. Maybe you couldn't say a full sentence, and now you can. Maybe you didn't understand English songs, and now you catch some words. These are not small things. You are growing, even if slowly. Progress is progress, no matter how small. To find your power, you must trust yourself. Nobody can learn for you. Teachers, videos, and books can help, but you are the one who must take action. You have to decide, I will keep going no matter what. When you believe in yourself, your brain starts to believe too. Confidence and effort together create results. That's your inner power, not magic, but dedication. Every hero has moments of fear, but they act anyway. You might feel afraid to speak, to write, or to join a conversation. But courage is not the absence of fear, it's moving forward despite the fear. When you speak English for the first time, your voice may shake, but that's okay. With every word, you become braver. With every mistake, you become wiser. That is what makes you a true hero. So keep your head up and remember, your power is already inside you. You don't need to wait for permission or perfection. Just start, and the strength will grow with you. The more you use English, the more natural it will feel. Don't let fear control you. Use your power, your motivation, your effort, and your courage. You can't be a hero from zero, but every time you try, you move closer to becoming one. Part 3: The Challenge. Every hero faces challenges, and you are no different. Learning English is not always easy. Some days you will feel strong and ready to study, but other days you will feel tired or bored. Sometimes you will feel like you are not improving at all. You may look at others and think, they are better than me. But remember, every learner has difficult days. What makes you strong is not avoiding challenges, it's learning how to face them. The first big challenge is time. Many people say, I don't have time to study English. They are busy with school, work, or family. But time is something you can always create. Even 10 minutes a day can make a difference. You can listen to English while walking, cleaning, or driving. You can read one small article during lunch. It's not about having time, it's about using your time wisely. If you make English part of your daily life, it becomes a habit, not a burden. Another common challenge is fear of speaking. Many learners understand English but feel afraid to speak it. They worry about pronunciation or grammar. They think, what if I make a mistake? But mistakes are not bad, they are a sign of learning. When you speak, you are practicing. The more you speak, the easier it becomes. Remember, even native speakers make mistakes sometimes. What matters is not perfection but communication. Every word you say builds your confidence. The third challenge is motivation. In the beginning, everything feels exciting. You are full of energy, ready to study every day. But after a few weeks, you may feel less interested. That's normal. Motivation is like a battery, it needs to be charged. To keep it strong, remind yourself why you started. Maybe you want a better job, to travel, or to understand movies. Write your goal on paper and look at it often. When you see your reason clearly, your energy comes back. You can also keep your motivation by tracking your progress. Write down what you learn each week. When you look back, you'll see how much you've improved. Maybe you can now understand short videos or write simple sentences. These small signs show that your hard work is paying off. Sometimes progress is slow, but it's still progress. Don't compare yourself to others. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday. Another challenge is boredom. Studying the same way every day can feel dull. To make learning fun, change your methods. Watch English shows one day, read stories the next, and listen to music another day. Try using English in your hobbies. If you like cooking, follow an English recipe. If you enjoy games, play them in English. When learning is fun, your brain stays active and interested. English stops being a subject and becomes part of your life. Then there's the challenge of patience. Everyone wants quick results. You may ask, why am I still not fluent? But language learning takes time. You can't expect to speak perfectly after a few months. Be patient. Think about how long it took you to learn your first language, years. English is the same. The more time you give, the more natural it becomes. Don't rush. Enjoy the journey. Every word, every sentence, every small step brings you closer to your goal. Sometimes you will face negative thoughts. You might tell yourself, I'm not smart enough, or I'll never be good at English. But those are lies your fear tells you. You are capable of more than you think. When those thoughts appear, stop and replace them with positive ones. Say, I am learning, I am improving, I can do this. Words are powerful. What you say to yourself shapes your reality. Be your own supporter, not your own enemy. The next challenge is forgetting. You may learn new words and then forget them the next day. This can be frustrating, but it's normal. Your brain needs time to move information from short-term to long-term memory. To help it, review often. Write new words in a notebook, use them in sentences, or teach them to someone else. Repetition is the secret to remembering. The more you see, hear, and use a word, the stronger it stays in your memory. Another difficulty is feeling alone. When you study by yourself, you may lose motivation. You might think no one understands your struggle. But you are not alone. There are millions of learners around the world who feel the same. You can join online communities, watch English learners' videos, or find a language partner. Sharing your journey with others gives you strength. Together, you can celebrate victories and help each other with problems. Don't forget the challenge of self-discipline. It's easy to say, I'll study tomorrow, and skip today. But tomorrow becomes next week, and next week becomes next month. Heroes don't wait, they act. Make a small plan and follow it. Maybe study for 15 minutes every day or learn 5 new words daily. When you keep your promises to yourself, your confidence grows. You realize that you have control over your progress. Every time you overcome a challenge, you become stronger. Each problem teaches you something valuable. Fear teaches courage. Failure teaches patience. Confusion teaches curiosity. These are not signs of weakness, they are signs of growth. Every challenge is a part of your story. Without them, your victory would mean nothing. The harder the journey, the greater the success. So when you face a difficult day, don't give up. Take a deep breath and remember why you started. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to continue. Every time you choose to keep going, you are already winning. Be proud of your effort. You are learning something new, building your future, and proving that you are stronger than your doubts. Heroes are not born, they are made through hard work and persistence. You are becoming one right now. Each day you practice English, you are training your mind and building your courage. The path is not easy, but it's worth it. Keep moving, keep learning, and keep believing. You can't be a hero from zero, but every challenge you face brings you closer to the hero you want to be. Part 4: Becoming the Hero. One day, after many weeks or months of learning, something changes inside you. English no longer feels like a mountain. It feels like a road you can walk on. You start to understand things that used to be confusing. You can write small sentences, listen to short videos, and even talk with people. You realize that all the small steps you took were building your power. You are not at zero anymore. You are growing, and that is what heroes do. Becoming a hero in English doesn't mean you speak perfectly. It means you never stop trying. You don't give up when things get hard. You don't quit when you forget a word. You keep learning because you believe in your future. Every hero has scars. They are marks of effort, not failure. Each mistake you made, each moment of doubt, helped shape you into a stronger learner. You should be proud of yourself, because you are doing something many people are afraid to do. When you first started, you probably thought English was impossible. You looked at long sentences and didn't understand them. You listened to people talk and couldn't follow their words. But now, you are different. You have more confidence. You know more words. You can understand more than before. You are living proof that change is possible when you stay consistent. You can see your own progress, and that is one of the best feelings in the world. Now that you have come this far, you can help others. Share your story with people who are still afraid to start. Tell them, you can't be a hero from zero, but you can start now. When you teach others, you learn even more. When you encourage someone, you also encourage yourself. Heroes lift others up. You don't have to be an expert to inspire someone. You only have to be honest and kind. Remember, English is not just a language, it's a bridge. It connects you to new people, new cultures, and new opportunities. With English, you can make friends from other countries. You can understand music, books, and movies in a new way. You can even open doors to better jobs or studies. But most importantly, you discover a new part of yourself. You learn patience, discipline, and courage. These skills are not only for English, they help you in life. Sometimes people will still correct you or laugh at your accent. Don't let that stop you. Having an accent means you speak more than one language. That's something to be proud of. Every time you speak, you are showing bravery. You are choosing to communicate, not to hide. Confidence doesn't come from being perfect. It comes from practicing even when you're nervous. That is the heart of a true hero. To keep growing, make English part of your life. Read small articles, listen to podcasts, and write about your day in English. Watch videos with English subtitles. Speak with people whenever you can, even if it's just short phrases. The more you use English, the stronger it becomes. You don't have to study for hours, just stay consistent. Remember, one step a day is better than standing still. You can also set new goals. Maybe your next goal is to read a whole English book, or to watch a movie without subtitles. Maybe you want to write an English diary or take an English exam. Choose something that excites you. Goals give direction to your energy. Every time you reach one, set another. The journey never really ends. You just keep discovering new levels of yourself. And when you feel lost again, because even heroes feel lost sometimes, go back to your reason. Why did you start learning English? Hold that reason close to your heart. It will remind you that every small step matters. Progress is not always loud or visible, but it is always happening inside you. Keep believing, keep practicing, and keep smiling through the journey. You are no longer at the beginning. You are walking your path with strength and hope. You are not the same person who said, "I can't do it." Now you know that you can. You started from zero, but you refused to stay there. That's what makes you a hero. Hey there, if you've watched all the way to the end, I want to tell you something important. Learning English is not about being perfect, it's about being brave. Every time you speak a new word, every time you make a mistake and try again, you are becoming stronger. Don't wait for the right moment to start. The right moment is right now. You can't be a hero from zero, but you can start today, right here, right now. It doesn't matter if your English is slow or simple. What matters is that you don't stop. Keep going, even when it's hard. Smile when you make mistakes, because they mean you're learning. So, my friend, if you believe in yourself, I promise you this. One day, you will speak English with confidence. One day, you'll look back and say, "I did it." Until that day comes, keep learning, keep practicing, and keep believing. Leave a comment below and tell me, when did you start your English journey? What's one goal you want to reach this year? I'd love to read your stories, because remember, you can't be a hero from zero, but you can start now.